They don't know what you're doing.
Now, question for the tete.
That toast is nice.
You guys are crazy. You
Like,
guys
see my
put feet like that, my man.
What?
Put your
Like, why would you say that?
Somebody put their toes in your
Bro,
mouth.
I ain't having sex when your toes not going in my mouth, bro.
I cannot. That is
Good.
crazy.
Somebody toes go in my mouth, my brother.
Why
Damn it.
not?
What?
Joel.
What? You can play all kind of funny joke. People are moving, they're just moving the goalpost for sex.
Damn.
Yeah.
All kind of things they do.
Okay.
Bring it up.
But you like kissing.
Of course.
You like kissing, but you like sucking toes.
No, let's I'd rather kiss and suck toe.
Yeah. Mother got all the bacteria. All the bacteria and germs.
Welcome to the fries.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back at it. Gotta introduce you again, reintroduce you again.
No, I read it. Chocolate drop.
Sorry, conversation.
The tattoo? Not really. I don't think, no.
1 to 10.
I would say probably 5 or 6.
You lied.
I'm serious.
How about it?
All depends if she likes pain or not.
Depending on her pain, 30.
Yeah, I
30,
like
It kind of hurt, but I had to just take it.
Yeah, even walking is
What that
stressing
tattoo
me out.
mean?
I can do it.
I just flower.
That's a flower.
My grandma's name is Rose, so I
Uh,
tattoo a rose.
Nice
That's
one.
good.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
I like tattoo, but too chicken.
Really?
The
No,
one
it's
they
not-
told me to not come back after I got my
No, it's not
first
every part of the
one.
body that can hurt.
No,
Yeah.
I only want get. They said what they want get. They want get.
I have 2 on my face.
You got some more
It
tattoo.
was supposed to be a heart inside of it. We
Yeah,
went
look
to the
at
hot top
tattoo
about
shit get you in, my man.
They
Nah,
said,
be
"Don't
honest.
come
Like the
like
tattoo
that."
I got here behind my legs. Yeah.
It hurt?
Oh, it burned like real fire.
Sometimes I think it's like the detail to the right.
No, it's the muscles.
They must-
Yeah, some of the muscles connected to the brain, some of it connected to the heart, some of it connected to different part of the body, bro.
Okay, so I got
So you can feel it pain direct. So like the muscles, bro, I felt it all the way beyond my neck.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
good, right?
Yeah, like they were drawing, yeah.
I was still crying.
Yeah, so
He said, "Don't come and look for
ladies
you."
and gentlemen, welcome to Enterprise Podcast. Today
Hello,
we have a
hello.
very, 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 very special announcement. Today we are going to announce our new addition to the couch. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, to the right of me, we have
The
let's
legendary,
go here and tell the people about yourself, man.
No, that's your best money.
the legendary
Diamond-
Diamond Sump.
Diamond Sampon.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ima Omotola LHA. Hello, Hayato. My name is Diamond Sampan. I am an actress and a producer. And most importantly, I'm an African storyteller.
Mm.
I am just here to give my 1 or 2 cents that I can do with pepper color. At the end of the day, it will be sweet, sometimes it will be spicy. But at the end of the day, we're in the fries.
And the
Why you
fries.
always talk about Omotola?
Huh?
Omotola.
No, you gotta keep up with current events, boo.
Oh,
I can't help you
Omotola.
update. Gotta keep up.
Yeah. So today, you know, to the left side of me, man, my boy.
You already know Nabila Baz, the truth.
Truth. And then we have some amazing guests, right? That joining the studio today.
Yeah.
They go by the name of Dry Face.
Dry face.
Yep.
Dry Face Production. And I heard some Noski on your blog for that name.
It mean no shit. Honestly, like the way it's
I
supposed to
heard
be.
I had some Noski on your blog from that. So
What?
you guys want to kind of go, we jumping right into the heat.
Right into it.
Are
Okay.
you guys gonna go into that? What happened on the blog with that Dry Face Production?
That
I
was
think
traffic.
they got a Liberian artist got to go by the name of Dry Face, right?
Yeah, I guess somebody else had the name previously. We didn't really know of the person, but when we dropped our page, they thought that we were, I guess, trying to steal their swag and steal what they were doing. And they kind of approached us in a very rude way. We got threatened. Yeah, we got cussed at. Yes. We were disrespected, but it's okay. You know, time has passed. So.
And just to clarify, the meaning behind our name is to be shameless in your pursuit of creativity, artistry as a Liberian. That's why we chose the name Dry Face. It wasn't because we seen it anywhere, you know.
Right.
A whole lot of people use colloqua. If you're Liberian, you speak colloqua. You know the meanings of colloquial words.
Dry Face is
Dry face is
So-
everyday
it's a word
vocabulary.
for our culture. Like, I don't know how
Yeah.
people think that
Somebody
belongs
was
to them.
still like,
Exactly.
Yeah, Dry Face.
You
like,
know,
we get Dry
because I
Face.
don't think Dry Face should
You gotta be mentally
an individual name and
Right.
it belongs to
Yeah.
anybody.
Somebody will.
Like it's a word that we use all the time.
So what's actually inspired the name Dry Face?
You said what actually inspired it?
Yes.
Yeah, so we started a production page called Dry Face Productions, which was a means of connecting creativity and culture.
Mhm.
So what we wanted to do was to put out our own projects and also highlight other like Liberian creatives in the field. So we came up with Dry Face Productions, which means people that are being shameless.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we put that together.
Because pursuing a creative career in the Liberian community isn't very like common. Like, you know,
We do have people out there that do it, but
there's people out there that do it, but it isn't like, it isn't something that you're complimented for, like, by your parents.
Mhm.
Oh, I wanna be an actress
or
What?
DJ.
Go to school.
Yeah, go
But
to
there's school for acting, you know.
Mhm.
So we named it Dry Face because we wanted people to know, like, be shameless,
Mhm.
be a creative,
Mhm.
be Liberian, be loud, be proud.
Be creative, but like in terms of what, what exactly you guys are trying to fill within the culture?
Just highlighting people that are putting themselves out there and doing
Career
things
space,
that are
right?
outside of. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
In the career space.
Yeah, in a creative
Yeah.
space. Like she said, being in a creative space is not something that's really like, I don't want to say honored, but you know, go to school, be a doctor, be a lawyer, you know, put your head in the books. We want to show off the people that are doing other things but are successful as well. So that's where that came from.
Like other things, like what?
Like DJing, photography, acting, modeling, things like that.
You guys want to highlight those people and want to try to figure out how to bridge the gap and make it normal. Because like,
Yeah.
when you guys sit here, like we got to look at something. Diamond said something one day before. She was like,
Excuse me, bro.
she was like, we have
I
to
still
meet.
got something
Did we-
to say to watch. I wait.
Like, did you introduce
Yeah,
yourself?
they did.
Oh.
So Diamond said something. Diamond said we have to meet the people in there. So we got to meet our
people
Oma.
want to play.
Yeah, we
Just
jumped
let
that.
me-
We just hopped right in. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Bro, oh, listen.
production.
Before we as individuals.
Hello,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Today, let's open the floor for our two traffic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Let's
thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
My name's Mayma, one half of Dry Face.
My name is Georgia. I'm the other half.
All
right, so- Like, what do you do, Mama? Like,
Well, I am a writer.
nice.
I'm also a creative director. I'm going to school currently, majoring in museum studies. I want to be an art professor, specifically in Liberia.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I do.
Amazing.
Wonderful. And I will come and tell
And
why
of
it's
course-
wonderful because I knew to you. Okay, yeah, letting it off there. But I'll be
Exactly.
that a lawyer.
Imagine.
Let's go
Which is not a bad
to the
thing.
hospital.
Which is not a bad thing, but we want to, you know, show off other people as well. So,
Yeah, that's lit.
well,
How about
I'm
you?
Georgia. I'm not as cool as Mayma. I currently work in marketing. I'm a creative director as well, and my goal is to be an art director. That's it.
Nice. So you
She's
see
cool too. She is
two
very cool.
beautiful young
Yeah.
Liberians in this thing. We tap it into
Came together.
beautiful face. That's amazing.
You guys came together. So
I want to say this, please allow me. Dry face
Mm-hmm.
is a word that if you're not a Liberian,
Mhm.
never met a Liberian,
Mhm.
you don't know what that means.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or the significance of it.
Mhm.
And a lot of times, even us Liberians, we don't know the depth and the weight that dry face carries.
Right.
We're talking about the ability to be able to love yourself, respect what you do,
Mhm.
to the point that you don't care about what people say.
Say.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care about the no's. You don't care about the naysayers. And you're walking on a path that you're designing on your own.
Exactly.
That's what dry face means.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And
no
this
shame.
is the reason why you guys, both parties, chose the dry face situation, because each of you guys have an individual expression
Mhm.
of what that means to your purpose.
Right.
And sometimes until we are able to elevate to a certain space and have space like this to express our purpose, we often limit what we're doing to the mediocrity part of the beef, the misunderstanding, the
Mhm.
drama, and
Yeah.
all of that part. Because all of us can have dry fit. That's what we on the podcast for.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes because we grow up in America, in the American system, we are told to do things a certain type of way. And sometimes it creates this type of tension. And I wanted to say that because we need to be able to express our Liberianness in an individual way
Mhm.
and still collectively go on the same path and the same purpose of making Liberia great.
Right.
I dropped my kids.
that was a good little case.
It was.
Yeah.
So let's kind of get in the conversation, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, so you guys are a little bit younger, right? You guys in the Gen Z generation,
Very young girl.
and we kind of talked about like how like the Liberian children. I've never been to Liberia before. I was born in America.
Yes.
They're so excited to be associated with like the culture. Like,
Mhm.
where is that coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that when you're a little bit further removed from where you come from, as in you don't have any ties outside of your parents, I think sometimes you tend to like overcompensate for that and you want to indulge in your culture any way possible just so you can feel like you're a part of it.
I have a little.
So I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, and I would like to rephrase that, right? Like for the Liberians that are here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That are trying to internalize
The Liberian identity? Yeah.
no,
What?
the American culture.
The American culture? Okay.
Yeah. What's your take on that?
Liberians that come to America and
The
try
ones- the
to
ones that-
assimilate
ones
to
that,
American
yeah.
culture?
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, as someone who was born in America, I feel like that's their reality. I mean, they're here. They're being born in America. So, of course, if their environment is strictly African Americans, they're going to want to assimilate to that culture. Does that make sense? Whereas I feel like even though I was born in America, I grew up with Liberians in my household. Like my mom, you know, even though I don't know crime, but my mother's a crown woman. Like we do everything in a Liberian way, eat like the food, everything. So even though I was American when I went to school, when I came home, I was Liberian. So yeah, and I grew up around my cousins as well.
That part.
Yeah.
Are you thinking like that? I mean, when they go out and people talk to them all the time, like, "Oh, your accent, is that one of the reasons why you think like they try to act so Americanized?
Because
I mean,
Because of the way they sound.
Because of the way they sound.
Yeah.
there's like, I feel like there's layers to that. But yeah, that could be a part of it. Like some people don't want to be made fun of. But oftentimes it starts in the home. Like if you think about some Liberian parents, especially those who like maybe went through the war, came here, or even like experience like the social dynamics in Liberia as far as you having to assimilate to a more Western identity to have social capital.
Mm-hmm.
In the home, you're kind of taught to be like
More American.
speak proper English.
don't be country.
And yeah, don't be
Country.
country.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what is proper English?
Mhm.
Our English is our English. We speak colloquial. That is our
That
language.
is what I see.
So that's one thing. But yeah, I think it's just like, number one, shame in the household. Oh, you not no country girl. Don't be bush.
Don't
Yeah.
don't be no bush. Don't be talking that lot. Don't be like literally like how they raise these kids. Basically, that's what kind of just have them really not even want to be associated. Because if your parents telling you, say, oh, don't talk that out,
Yeah.
talk that is, speak series. You understand? Like
Yeah.
even if you go Liberia, right? You go Liberia, you'll find people that never been to America before.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of my boys called Jack, big drip. big drip, my boy Jack. That boy can speak series.
He never been to America?
He never been there before.
That's hilarious.
My boy Compressor Jr. Yeah.
So this is
I
not a Liberian issue. I want to add.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's an African thing. As someone who has been back and forth, and part of the work that I do is this identity thing, because I had similar issue even though I wasn't born here.
Mm-hmm.
I came here at a young age.
Right.
But as a millennial, we didn't have the same America that you guys are experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
So what you just talk about sparked something in my mind. We went to school, college, high school, and we had to defend Africa.
Right.
Mhm.
You don't.
Now it's like embrace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's embraced. So you're just trying to figure out where you are placed in this new.
Yeah.
But we had to fight for the identity for you to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So when and they told us the same thing. Because we had a whole lesson before we left the continent.
Mhm.
When you come to America, these are the things you do.
Mm-hmm.
This is the people you don't be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys only got the English, the language, and the tongue because you guys have to be the American dream.
Mhm.
That's why. I have two siblings. They both were born here. Our American. Every family got an American baby. And y'all know how we can treat y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not American, baby. I was born in Liberia.
Like,
How you
And
came
how old
here?
were you when you came here?
5.
Stop
Oh my
it.
God.
I said I came out with like 8 or 9. I'm American baby too. But you guys are treated differently than us here.
Like I wouldn't even tell because your colloquial is clear though.
And it's because of the
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah.
Like me, I don't speak no dollar.
But let me say something real
But I
quick, right?
speak the colloquial. And that's important for the Liberians that are born here. Because it's like the only thing outside of the language that you can really hold on to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me say something real quick, right? I know how embarrassing it can be, right? Because I faced that. I was where, like, what was I? Was I in Michigan? Yeah. And I was speaking English. Like right now I'm talking, right?
Right.
And this individual looked at me and was like, where you from? And the problem, say, yeah, because you have accent. And, so I was like, but you got accent too. Like, so who determines who have accent or not? Like the whole idea of accent,
determine that nonsense.
Yeah, like,
this
the whole accent.
This conversation is crazy. This conversation
like
crazy,
the whole
right?
accent thing, right?
this conversation
Because
is so
the thing
crazy.
about it, bro, right? Like, I find myself in a space, like, if I don't have a strong mind, I'll probably go home and be trying to learn to sound different.
Yeah.
Come on, I can learn. Listen, I was born what I was born for the reason. I sound the way I'm sound for the reason. And that speaks English. Right. So for you to look at me and tell me like, hey, you got an accent and you talking to me, you also have an accent because everybody have an accent.
I got some type of accent.
So what type of accent are you telling me that I have an accent when you also have an accent?
Yeah, for me, I was at the airport. I was in Liberia airport. I was traveling somewhere and there was this guy, he from Nigeria, right?
In Liberia.
Yo, it pissed me off.
I know.
Yeah.
Cause I'm talking to him, right? I'm speaking my Liberian language. He said, "Oh, I don't understand you." I said, "Let me ask you a question. When you talking to me, you think I can understand? I listen to you carefully, so I can understand what you're saying because of the respect that I have for you, right?
Exactly.
You're not gonna tell me how to talk to you. I'm gonna talk how I want to talk to you. You either understand me or you don't understand me.
Right.
You go to Liberia, you go to the airport, you go everywhere. People changing the way they talk just to adapt to everybody else. Liberian, the only people that they say we're not a code switch. We're not a code switch. We just don't understand ourselves.
Yeah, that's the identity
We have identity problem. We always trying to like change ourselves for other people. When we're around American people, we speaking
You
CVs.
make bro.
When we're around Liberian people, we speaking colloquial. When American people are around, they're speaking CVs. When Nigerian people are around, they're speaking their Pidgin. They're not. When we're around Nigerian people, we're speaking Pidgin.
Bro, guess what?
So we can't blame the outside. We gotta blame ourselves.
Bro, listen, guess what? Bro, you 100% right. And this is what we claim, right? We claim that we're fast to learn. This is what Liberians say.
We're not
fast to learn. Because a Liberian know how to speak Tree, a Liberian know how to speak Creole, a Liberian know how to speak the Pidgin. And the Nigerians, like, they don't even bother learning this
because they don't care.
But
they sound the way they sound for the reason.
Can I say Liberians? We're not like Nigerians. We're not like Ghanaians. We're not like anybody else. I feel like Liberians, we are like such a welcoming group of people. I feel like we engage in other Black cultures specifically because we can look at somebody and them not be Liberian but still feel like, oh, you're family, like you're kin to me and stuff like that. I feel like we're just nice. We have like a community type of like.
I think it's a spirit thing.
So who
let me tell you what the spirit thing I'm talking about. It's a spirit that allows you to consume and allow people in the way that we're part of this global situation. This is what I mean. Liberia was not just Black Americans coming. It was the Caribbeans coming. It was the Latin people coming. A whole bunch of different people came and made this pot that is Liberia. That's why you look like that.
But I mean,
You look different.
Yeah.
You look from Nigeria.
But
You
even
look like you from Guinea.
besides
You
like
know what I'm saying?
besides the foundation of Liberia, like how Liberia started with like American Liberians coming and Caribbeans coming, Liberia was one of like the US dollar and Liberian dollar were like neck and neck at one point. There was a dock. People came in from Germany. My grandma, she has a German baby father.
You talking about normal days.
Normal days. Liberia was like
before normal day. There's a characteristic that make a person a Liberian. So I'm gonna ask you, what makes a person Liberian? What is that?
being Liberian, I don't know what exactly the answer to that question.
I feel like the gift and the curse, though. I feel like the problem we're having as Liberians, right? We need to kind of sit back and realize, like, the way we do things, we may have to change it because it's not working in our favor. It's working in everybody else's favor.
And what do you mean?
The way we are very welcoming, people come and they just take from us. Don't give us.
It's true.
They give us nothing back because we pour into everybody else than ourselves. Even when it comes to us Liberians, recognizing our own and putting them in certain levels.
Yeah.
I'm always going against that. I'm always like having to deal with situations like that. Like for some of my homies, right?
Right.
Like some of the guys they respect. I have way more than them, but because the guys they can see the men and the men on the other side.
Yeah.
You understand? They respect them more.
Yeah.
Right.
But those guys they respect me.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying to you. So you looking at them like, what's happening? Because I'm a Liberian?
Right.
Because I'm even talking to you because I'm Liberian. Me, you got nothing in common. Me and you now, I mean, you understand?
Yeah.
Just because you're Liberian, I'm Liberian. That's why I'm trying to see how I can help whatever you got going on. So we Liberians got to come to a space where we got to start pouring into ourselves.
How can we pour into ourselves if we don't know what we have to pour or what we are pouring in?
It start with us understanding our value first, understanding the land we come from, the history behind the land, right? Then we start to realize how powerful we was before. Then when we start letting everybody else come in, then we realize how weak we are now. Look how Guinea misbehaving with us.
No, that's crazy.
And this is a nation that literally redefined what it means to be liberated.
Look at Guinea.
Out of colonialism.
Look at Guinea and all said
we are the blueprint.
They gonna bring Ahmed to our border and sit down over there and do all kind of gaga.
And in 2026, we don't even have a tourism situation that can guide people into the liberation that we came to do in the 1800s. This is because we have lost our identity and our purpose as a nation. And the reason why we said the love of liberty brought us here, we forgot that. So now, because we have the ability, regardless of how we use it, it's like free will, to adapt, consume, remix, recreate, we lost ourselves in that.
We lose everything.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't think we lost the identity, though. The identity of Liberia always been there.
We lost structure.
We lost structure.
And structure is what allows these young people
you
to
say we
know
lost the
what
structure, then I would agree with
the
that.
question I ask you, what does it mean to be a Liberian? We are a nation of resilience. We're the people that have been fighting the same battles in the 1800s. And they normal they started what, 1980?
When you ask the question of that, right? My answer would be freedom.
What?
Freedom.
What it means to be Liberian?
Can I say, if you say...
To be Liberian means to be free.
You guys say, oh, Liberians are too, like, welcoming and stuff like that. But if you ask me what it means to be Liberian, like, we are welcoming. I feel like Liberia has been a Pan-Africanist nation.
We are.
It's just who we are. But I feel like what we need to focus on is how do we... Like, we can still be welcoming, we can still pour into others, but how do we rebuild ourselves while, staying kind to others, but making sure that we are okay
Take care of yourself first, your home.
Identity. What does that mean?
It come back to, like, day-to-day, like, activity of our people, right? Like, you gotta take a look at how our people do things, right? We rather show off to people instead of us taking care of inside, like the back of our situation, like actually really fix ourselves, right? We spend more time to how everybody else see us. So that's how, like, even our family, we can do it. Our family, then, when they're cooking food for a party, right? You can put your hand out food, but again, like, stranger they're cooking out food for.
No, leave it, man.
I'm sure they're cooking food for stranger, right?
Yeah.
But you that in the home helping them, the cat and the child, you can't touch that food. What's the science behind that?
The science is extreme self-neglect. After a long years of destruction, disruption, the same thing that happened to Liberia is the same thing that happened to half of our ancestors here in the Americas. There were black people here before the transatlantic slave trade. And when they came, that emerged and allowed a whole bunch of them to forget who they are, their power, their purpose. You know what I'm saying? So when those people go back and merge with the Africans on the continent, the same thing happened. So when we are good up to the 1980s, our money can talk about it normal day.
Normal day.
Me and you don't know what I think, Lole. But since normal day, we have not figured it out. It's the same thing that happened to Black America for 400 years.
But even the normal days had its little things, because in the normal days,
nothing is perfect.
Nothing is perfect, but it's still like the same thing where we're talking about with like, what's our identity? During the normal days, what did a person have to do for them to make it in Liberia, for them to have any type of social capital? Especially if you're a native Liberian, you had to strip yourself of your tribal culture, and you had to assimilate to those who to the ways of those who are in the city. So if you feel like Liberians have some type of identity crisis now, it started way before.
Exactly.
So I feel like the question should be, how do we break the cycle now? Because it's existed long before.
But if you say,
we break something that we have not acknowledged yet?
Can you say all that come from lack of? Can you say that all that come from
we haven't
lack?
acknowledged?
We have not. That's what we still
right?
fighting over.
Can you say all that come from lack of passion of being a Liberian?
No,
because you gotta take a look at it, right? If I gotta,
you gotta explain more when you say passion.
If I have to strip myself from who I am because for you to give me something, that means I'm not passionate about who I am. Like
no,
I'm selling.
When we remember, history have record that when the American Liberians came, they enslaved some of the indigenous people.
No.
Because bad behavior practice bad behavior.
No. Listen.
Yeah.
No, listen. There was no place or nowhere in Liberia that they ever slaved.
Enslaved, yeah. Let's not use the word enslaved, but
any natives.
They just helped they helped them from men that they wanted.
Enslaved, enslaved, I agree, might be an extreme.
Maybe an extreme, but
right?
There were some practices that they took from America.
Exactly. When they come, especially in terms of
right now in America,
who is considered elite?
Let me give you a little...
Right?
Elitism.
Who is considered... How do we categorize? Who decide what is elite?
Capital.
Listen, let me give you...
Capital.
Who has capital? The people that brought democracy.
No.
Right? So how do you calculate that with the indigenous people? Their perspectives are different.
Diamond, so my take on this, right? Slavery. A lot of time people was like, oh, the reason why... the white man took the black man into slavery and all of that because the white man was strong. I mean, because the black people were strong, a black man could do more work than the white man. So based off of that, they took the black people to America or Europe for them to work on the farms, right? I sat down back and think about it over and over. That wasn't the reason. The white man thinks 10 times far and faster than the black man. The white man knew that this identical day was going to come. The poor blacks from every part of Africa, from the Caribbeans or wherever, right? Took them, make them work on the farm, and clone them. When I mean clone, take a thing for example, right? You take a black man or you take a human being when he was young, they grew up in your society, learn your language, learn the way you live, learn the way you do things, generation pass, that new breeds of black people, right? And then at a certain point of time, you know what? It's okay, you know what? Let these black people go. Go where? Go back home. Now, you may be black, but you already white inside. Because you are learning the culture. You are learning the way of life. You are learning the way to do things. You are way different from the black people you're going to meet back home. So right there, they clone you because what they implemented.
The mindset.
They changed the way you think about everything. So they weaponized black people, and then guess what? Ship them in Africa again. So guess what? The new black people that went back in Africa, went back to Liberia, they saw that another black people walking around different and doing different type of things, and guess what? The superior is black. They never acknowledged the pains, the sweat, the blood that was shared in that color, in that genes, and the things that ancestors went through. And things that the mother or grandparents went through, and guess what? They reverse it. Superiority over the under blacks, because why? They're wearing coats.
They got clothes on.
They got clothes on. So they forgot exactly what it means to be black. And guess what? They started ruling them, and ruling them what? To white.
There's three versions of the black story. The first version is the version of the Africans on the continent.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They don't know what the white man did. And I learned that doing my film of my documentary.
Okay.
I had to come from America and educate people.
You see the white man?
I'm coming. On the extent of what that 400 years look like when the Africans left the continent. They don't know. Now, the second narrative is the diaspora Black people experience. That's the second narrative. And that narrative allows us to understand liberation. So when we went back to Africa, that's what we took with us. 2026, we're sitting here. Me and you have some really innovative ideas on how to solve Liberia problems. But do you know why it's not going to work? You need the people in Liberia to realize the importance of your idea and how it's going to affect their daily living. You have no idea what that looks like.
They don't.
That's what we keep meeting in the middle.
They don't, because you know why?
I get it. Let me tell you the third Africa story. It's the one that controls the both sides. When we get to the airport as immigrants to come here, we're told a different story. When we get here, we got to live in this country, understand the history and their own demons that has nothing to do with transatlantic slavery of Black people. When we learn it, then we can understand what the diaspora African is trying to tell us. That what me and you sitting here talking to the people in Liberia.
But it's his.
I'm coming. 1 second.
His story.
That's what's still happening here. So if we're going to solve Liberian problem, it goes back to we got to meet the people where they are, because we expect them to know these things because they were Africans. They sold us. They're the reason we're over here. But when those ships left their shore, they were told something different, just how I was told something different when I left the airport. I was told to not mess with Black people in America because they're going to get me in trouble faster than the white person. That's what I was told at the airport. That's what I was told by my mom, my dad, every other African, because that's the perspective the third narrative give to them. Now, it's our responsibility to rewrite the third narrative, because that third narrative is the demon that's dividing us. And Black people in the diaspora, regardless of the narrative, and us in Africa understand the liberation we're talking about, all the conversation we're in.
So we're going to take a commercial break.
Yeah, please. All our fans and follow-up, our Liberian people will beg you.
Stop playing.
Tap Send is here again. Please, when you go in the fries and you follow us, please go on the App Store or Google Play Store, download Tap Send. This is fastest and most reliable and safer way to transfer money. Very, very, very cheap. Use our promo code FRIES10 and get $10 on your first transfer.
US dollar.
Go ahead. Your show of love.
Show of love, man.
Show of love. Won't tell again.
And tap it in the fries.
Your show of love.
So let me ask you guys a question. Ray. Have you guys been in Liberia before?
I have not.
What?
So you came when you was 5, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything in Liberia? The way of living?
Wait. I didn't stay in Liberia the whole entire time. I was born.
You stayed that?
No, I didn't stay in Liberia. I stayed in Ghana.
Okay. How many years you were in Liberia?
I was in Liberia for a couple months.
And your parents took you to Ghana.
And you sound like this.
You born here?
And
I was born and raised in Philadelphia.
So have you ever?
Liberia, forget
so
it.
you guys have never been back home.
No, but I've been to Woodlands. Like, no.
I've been on Woodlands for keeping the culture alive.
We've been to Woodlands.
Seriously, la pour ma biche,
I know.
My first roasted me, I brought my biche. You kidding me?
Exactly.
No, but this conversation right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Dynamite, I hear where you're going with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand something, right? Is we keep having this conversation. Liberians are the problem in that space, right? Of the way we are just emotional based people, right?
I think we are the problem because we are the one that can solve it, not because we are emotional based.
Let me a second. We emotional based people. Our whole entire course, if you take a look at how everything is ran, right? Mm-hmm. We do things based on how we feel.
How we feel.
Nobody is doing things based off of the white people, I don't think white people really care about feelings. Like I don't even these people when they doing things. They doing things based off of results, not how they feel.
But let's not focus on white people. Like let's not bear.
That's the thing, because we're not trying to be white people.
We're not
we have to embrace who we are.
Making a point.
We're not trying to be white people, right? But you got to understand something, right? The people that Nabil said, the people that was trained to go back Liberia, they no more they are parents and talking about.
Right.
But I seen people that put that thing foundation there, made our place look like that.
Yeah.
Create that space where we was able to go to a United Nations. We was the first African nation. We was like this.
It was everything.
No, I understand.
Hold on a second.
Let me go somewhere right quick with this, right? So we have to understand something, right? We can't really, and we got to understand everything that happened in our country was based off of us. The war we were in, that we were fighting ourselves.
Not really.
Well,
no, but hear me. The way the war took place, it started from the white people in that trained to go to the country. Our people in there, our normal day people in there, they seen what the people in there, Liberia, fighting the diaspora, people in Goa, Liberia, they fighting us. We are trying to bring innovation. We're trying to bring new things over there, ideas that we learn. Because when you're the chosen one, people that left Liberia, they are the chosen one.
That's why I disagree with you.
No, but hear me.
No.
Do you know why they're the chosen one?
Why? Because they left Liberia?
No, because the information that you receive when you leave Liberia, you get.
No, that's what we're talking about. Because culturally, we've been robbed.
You just said,
hold on. For you to apply and determine an entire Liberian culture based on the Western standards and tell me that because we are here, we have innovative information.
No, listen.
How can you bring innovation to a place where they have a life experience to solve their problem? You're not even taking that into account.
No, listen. What Joel trying to say, right?
You low-key just did the same thing that you said that Liberians do. You just said that Liberians who leave Liberia are the chosen ones because they're somehow like they somehow gain some type of different knowledge.
Information.
That's the same thing as that your Liberian friend saying, "Oh, that Nigerian man there, he's better than you because he's not from Liberia at all."
No, but
he's outside of Liberia. There's information outside of Liberia that he has that you know that makes him better.
You know, you're speaking like this one because you got to go Liberia.
Listen, so you know what he's trying to say.
No, what's
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
right?
Once you go on that sword, right? You got to understand something, right? The lack of internet, right? Access, right?
Yeah.
So when we speak about information, let not be emotional about it.
Exactly.
Okay, we're not being emotional.
When I'm talking about I never have emotional conversations.
No.
I have real conversation. If I was talking from an emotion standpoint, I will be where you guys at. Like, oh, why would you say that about that?
No,
but
you know where I'm at. Like,
so don't hold on.
If we're gonna have a conversation, we're having a conversation. It's not emotion based.
No, men can be emotional too.
But we're saying right now, we're trying to reassure you.
You're phrasing. If you want to say, due to the lack of education in Liberia, people who leave Liberia have access to different type of information.
We agree.
More educated, then okay, I'll agree.
So I'm not going to use education.
But we're not going to validate the ideas based on the fact that you keep to the Western world.
No, I'm not going to move education because education, you move the goalpost. Anything can be anything you learn at education.
Right.
Even people in Liberia learn how to farm. They being educated. But what we're talking about development. Right. We're talking about an environment that be conducive for you guys.
Hold on. Environment conducive. I need examples.
Electric. Right? That's one, right?
Yeah.
We have an issue with that, right?
Right.
Buildings, right? Development, projects, good place. The way we live in America, yeah. When we go home, we're uncomfortable.
You are not supposed to live in Liberia the way you live in America.
Hear me now. You get one.
That's your issue.
We want to create tourism.
No. Okay, hold on.
What? Oh my God.
Let me just say one thing.
Hold on a second, right?
Okay, you're an entrepreneur, right?
Oh yeah.
You're looking at Liberia from a capitalistic point of view.
Thank you.
So
looking at it from a capitalistic point of view.
Listen,
we're not talking about making life good for Liberians based on who the people are. You're talking about bringing money to Liberia to bring luxury, your idea of luxury, the Western idea of luxury. That's what you're talking about.
Not
That's
just money.
why
I want to go like,
Ideas.
bro.
What's not being?
Not just
Mother,
money.
I want to
Ideas.
go like, bro.
What you learn.
Mother, I want you to go like, bro.
So I don't
He was.
be in Liberia to understand.
No, you have to. You have to feel what I'm talking about.
I don't have to be in
I've been
Liberia
to
to
Liberia,
understand what people are living life like in Liberia. I have a cousin who's my age, who's in Liberia. I know his story. I know what he goes through. I don't have to be there. But like you stated, I'm in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand capitalism. I know socialism. I know what may be better for human beings, people, and what's better for businesses, entrepreneurs.
No, but the question I'm going to ask you,
Right, hold on.
your cousin's story, you know.
Hold on,
What is your cousin's story?
So let me ask you, right?
He's a young boy. He's trying to make it like he like.
So who is responsible, right?
Trying to make it, but then
Who is responsible?
her choice is to sleep with an older man and want her to pay her bill on the young boy she in love with.
Yeah.
Right?
Who is
She get
responsible?
pregnant for the young boy, now she in trouble. This your society she's talking about.
Who is responsible to change that narrative?
Who's in office?
If not us.
Who's in office?
Who's in office? You asking
It's-
me.
What does the Liberian government look like?
It's not the government responsibility to change the citizens. You get who are in the government.
Okay, I got a question.
What is the government doing? If it's not your leaders,
It starts with the citizens. It starts with the citizens because you got to take a look at Liberian politics, right? How long we've been having this conversation, right? It's the same people that different people go in the government, right? It starts with your citizens. It has to be habits that they have within them. Hold on for a second. It has to be behavior that they got in them before you put them in power. So you have to understand, we got to get to a space, Liberians, where we got to start holding ourselves accountable, right? For how we move forward.
Is Liberia corrupt or not?
Everybody is corrupt.
Are Liberians corrupt?
Everybody is corrupt.
Why?
Liberia can be corrupt. Liberia's a country. It can be corrupt.
Why do you keep diverting?
Liberians, not Liberia.
Why do you keep diverting it back to the people?
Because it's the citizens that run the country.
People in the country also. The people in the country also have a responsibility.
They have a responsibility, but it's not them alone.
The country is the land.
Liberia's a land you get.
The country is the land.
Do you get? Okay.
Okay.
So let let dive into y'all because we'll have part two of the conversation.
I mean, it's not a dip, right?
Right.
You guys are dry face, and as women, this is our month,
Right.
right? How does what the project you guys are working on going to help at least impact Africa, Liberia, the women in? Like, what you got going on? Talk to us.
You want to start?
I'm gonna just start.
Okay, so right now we're launching a new project. It's literally going to be titled Normal Days. But
Nice.
what this project is about, what it's about is we feel due to the war, there's like a lack of like documentation on Liberian stories. On our Dry Face production page, there's a project we did with my grandma, and she was telling stories about like what her life was like in Liberia, what she used to do, who she was as a person. And we're kind of taking that and we're going to be documenting Liberians. It doesn't even matter their age. We're just going to be documenting Liberians to make sure their story is archived, make sure their story is able to be viewed, giving diaspora Liberians a way to like tap into Liberian culture, because we wanted to discuss this, but sometimes with like diaspora Liberians, they don't have like direct access to like actual elders to speak to hear stories from and stuff like that. So sometimes their perception of Liberia can be a little bit diluted to what they see in media.
TikTok.
There you go. You get the way two of you sound so good when you talk. I can't wait for her to go in there. Bro, listen, right? The passion that you have, the love, that same love I had too.
No,
until I start finding myself on that song again.
Because we're born here, our perception's a bit different.
Yeah, you gotta. I want y'all. Listen, I want no, but I want y'all, right? Please, I'm begging y'all. I'm begging to y'all. I want y'all to come. When y'all coming? I want you to make a commitment for being on it show. Yeah, y'all coming December?
Yes or no?
We'll come December.
Cool.
Well, December. I'll come December.
Yes.
I can see what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
my people, y'all
I'll
seen that?
come to Liberia.
Yes.
I'll be there in
My
December.
passion is not
Sorry.
going to change because I understand what you mean. My mom tells me about it all the time. I really do understand.
No, you're gonna start kind of see a little different. You're gonna your mindset with it, their approach. Because for me, I love that place more than I don't think a lot of people love Liberia more than me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a realist when it comes to Liberia because I wanted to move forward. I'm not gonna be delusional and be like saying Liberian people are the problem. Liberia is such a great, beautiful space, soar, everything, farm, whatever you want to do in Liberia. But
Still
Liberian
a
people,
virgin.
we need to put ourselves together. So I think we'll do part 2.
Still a virgin.
Can we all take
I like talking to y'all.
responsibility when we say Liberian?
I'm a Liberian person too.
Can
I'm
we-
part of it.
People in the country and the people in the diaspora, we put it all
Put
together.
all of them together,
That's what I'm
including your
saying.
government leaders.
Thank you.
Include the government.
No, leave the government alone.
No,
because
put it inside.
no,
Put the
you guys
inside.
can
Catch your money inside. Put
Listen.
it inside.
Listen,
Put them
right?
inside.
Let me just say something just to wrap up that, right? You can't blame the government. You know why you can't blame the government? Because the people is the government.
it's the government.
Are they really?
We'll become
let
the
me say
government.
this. You know what I say? The people is the government, right?
America would not be where America is.
No,
today.
listen. The reason why I'm saying the people is the government, right? Because our ancestors, who was there before us, they left us a beautiful book, which is the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, and the Article Article 1, Section 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia states all power inherited in the people. So you can change whatever you want to change within the country, but we just don't do that. And please, it's a nice episode,
Look,
nice
we gotta
having
part
you
2.
guys.
We gotta have. I want to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely got to come on. Let's do it again.
All right, look, everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the podcast, and make sure you go and you download this app, Tap Tap.
Yeah.
My people, they will tired telling you that.
Begging you to download that.
What bigger get free $10?
I tell you, my man.
Money.
Look,
They call for money, Benio.
don't worry.
$10.
Part 2 of the conversation.
Say you get $10.
We'll do it for an hour.
Yeah,
and
let's
ten.
do
I really did like this.
Let's do
like,
part 2
conversation.
because
I
I think we do need a part 2.
No, we will.
Yeah,
We're gonna have it.
to talk about.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have it. We got a lot to talk about.
Probably go there, man. When you me,
The problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who did I money better
Yeah.
No, I don't put a call you get.
I am gonna contact for you. Now we to the play. People here. Let people imagine somebody here, yeah. When you
Yes.
teaching them, I don't know what that's it.
No, because
Exactly.
yeah, you're not.
Right.
I don't want to teach that people no more.
Thank you.
I want put a force of us together. We don't go sit down there
Go
They'll go sit down.
and have no choice but to get with the
But
program.
that's not the first group of people.
Literally.
No, but the other time when people prepare for it,
No,
the first time I people prepare for it,
I'm prepared for it.
when people prepare for it in the time.
I want the first side. Well,
They